Good afternoon, Dutch Fork. Today is Friday, February 1st, and this is your Silver Screen Report. A wanted man is on the loose in the Dutch Fork area. Ross Jordan investigates.
Over the past 2 weeks, almost a dozen people have been affected by rocks being thrown off local bridges and overpasses.
There is someone that is going around throwing rocks or pieces of cinder block at other vehicles. Some off of overpasses, some just in passing on the roadways.
Defensive driving skills are important in instances like these.
I would take the exit and then pull on the bridge. Well, then I'd call the cops.
Some people come with me and try to catch them.
I would probably cry.
Cry a lot.
And I would freak out. Like, I wouldn't know what to do. It's like, I would have to figure out, well, first I'd make sure everybody was okay. And then I'd figure out what to do.
Call the authorities, call 911.
Be furious, you know? You could break a windshield or something, but I guess that isn't too bad because my dad, he's the owner of Safe Flat All Glass. I can get that windshield fixed real quick.
This situation is very dangerous, and school resource officer Linda Kirkland says awareness is key to preventing something tragic from happening.
Be aware of their surroundings, be knowledgeable and noticing vehicles that are approaching them. Anybody that might be acting differently, if they notice that they're rolling their window down when it wasn't before, you know, that might be an indication. Maybe just slow down or, you know, just stop and get off the roadway. Used to be a white male, young white male, driving a white or silver pickup truck. You can call 911 and report it, and they'll dispatch an officer out as soon as possible.
For your Silver Screen Report, this has been Ross Jordan.
Theft prevention is important before and after school hours. Daniel Hudson has some tips to keep your stuff safe.
Several thefts around the school have been reported recently.
I think it's more just the person being careless, leaving their stuff where it can be stolen, than people actually getting good at it.
Students need to be sure that their valuables aren't vulnerable.
Hide your stuff. Don't leave it in plain view. If you have a locker, put your stuff in your locker before you go to classes.
There are many ways to avoid thefts, but they can be difficult because a variety of items can be stolen.
I think phones go missing a lot, and headphones and MP3 players and everything.
Mostly phones, iPods, things that are portable that people carry with them.
Should an item be stolen, make sure you know where to report it.
First go to their administrator. Whoever their administrator is, report it to them, and they will bring law enforcement in as needed.
This has been Daniel Hudson for your Silver Screen Report.
For this week's Kids in the Hall segment, we asked students how they protect their valuables at school.
I keep them in my book bag at all times, and then I have my book bag with me everywhere so I can make sure that it's like not stolen.
I protect my valuables at school by keeping them in my book bag majority of the time. Sometimes I leave it out on my desk, but I keep them in my book bag.
I leave them in my car, and I lock my car, or I just leave them at home.
I don't really have any valuables because I'm poor. The only valuable I have is my phone, which is on me at all times.
The SAT word of the week is usurp, a verb meaning to seize by force or take possession without right. The Kate Center is offering a new fire safety class for upcoming juniors and seniors. Ariana Mount sounds the alarm.
Next year, the Kate Center will be offering a new fire safety class.
We're going to be offering a fire and emergency services class, and it's in the management, also the Firefighter 1 and Firefighter 2 program for incoming juniors. They're going to start off with the Firefighter 1 program. Once they complete that, they will be going into Firefighter 2 as a senior year. Basically, the Firefighter 1 class are going to be going over protective equipment, fire behavior, fire ground safety, interior fire operations, how to use SCBAs, or self-contained breathing apparatus. In the Firefighter 2 part, which will be on their senior year, they will be going into incident planning, incident management. They will also be doing rescue operations, which is cutting up cars, possibly tying ropes and rappelling off of buildings and stuff like that.
This class is expected to help students in choosing a career path.
One big thing that I would tell people when they take this class is don't put this in the same thing as Chicago Fire, Rescue 911. There's a lot more involved to it. You're going to unfortunately see people in their worst times and also the best times.
I think it's wonderful they're continuing to add new classes each year to meet the students' needs as well as to help them to pursue other careers.
I appreciate everything y'all are doing out here. If there's anything we ever can do at Fire Service for you, we are here to help you. That's why we're here. We're here to help.
This has been Ariana Mount for your Silver Screen Report.
Dartmouth College in Hanover, New Hampshire will no longer honor advanced placement credits from high school courses. Could this be the start of a new trend? Michaela Baker reports.
According to collegeboard.org, nearly 17% of public high school students from the class of 2010 completed high school with at least one successful AP experience. But in January, Dartmouth College in New Hampshire announced it would no longer accept AP credits.
Well, what Dartmouth has decided to do is to limit how much credit they give for AP courses, for AP exams, and essentially they're trying to say that they're no longer going to give credit to a high school student who takes an AP course, passes an AP exam. They're saying that we're no longer going to give you college credit for those courses.
Although the content taught in high school AP classes is the same as in college, the approach is different.
I think in some ways AP courses in high school have more rigor because there's certainly more work involved. Most college courses you take a midterm and a final and you may have a paper or two in between. But the AP courses here, especially the ones that are year-long or double blocked, you have, I would say, anywhere between 50 and 100 separate grades for that particular course versus 3, 4, or 5 in a college level.
Now, I would say that in a lot of ways, an AP class at Dutch Fork High School is better than it would be at some colleges, universities, because, for instance, our class sizes are smaller. We have maybe 25 in a class, so you get a lot more individual attention and personalized attention, whereas in some universities, your lecture hall is 125 for 250 students and one professor, and you don't get a whole lot of personal interaction or help.
With the new decision comes a new opinion on whether or not taking an AP class in high school is worth it.
I think that I probably would still take them just because it would look better like on college applications to be in a higher advanced class, and because it would help me academically a lot.
I mean, whether we get the credit or not, it's still going to be preparation for that college course, which will make it a whole lot easier for you.
Although the decision may affect Dartmouth students, Landreneau says students wanting to attend other colleges should not be concerned at this point.
AP programs have been around for over 50 years, and there are currently, I think, 32 AP courses offered in the country. And it's an established program that's proven through time that it really measures how well a student in high school is preparing for life in college. And I don't think that many other colleges will do this. I think the ways that they can achieve income from tuition will offset any reason to cancel the programs. So I don't see that happening. I think this is just a little ripple in a big pond, and it will go away.
We should get the credit if we're, if that's what they're promising us inside high school. So colleges shouldn't take that away from us.
This has been Michaela Baker for your Silver Screen Report.
The Walk Across the Dam is an annual event bringing students and staff across the district together. Jenny Klett walks along.
March 2nd at 9 a.m., the district is sponsoring its annual walk, Battle on the Dam, to promote healthy lifestyles. Prior to the walk, there will be music and entertainment. A health fair will be held afterwards, and activities will end at 10. Participants should park at Irmo Middle or High School and ride the shuttle from there. Walkers should dress in layers depending on the weather and wear comfortable shoes for the 1.7-mile walk. In the event of rain, the walk will be rescheduled for March 9th. Registration forms are located in the front office, and participants receive a free t-shirt. This has been Jenny Klett for your Silver Screen Report.
Last Friday, math teacher David Kennedy was named Teacher of the Year. Luke Amick has the story.
David Kennedy has taught at Dutch Fork High School for the last 17 years.
I did a lot of jobs and was trying to decide what I wanted to do with the rest of my life, and I've always really enjoyed kids, and so I finally decided that I wanted to teach. I applied at Irmo and at Dutch Fork, and the principal back then was Ron Cowden. He called me back immediately, set me up for an interview. I took the interview, and by the time the interview was over, he had asked me if I wanted a job, and so I've been here ever since.
This year, his hard work has paid off. Kennedy was recently awarded the Teacher of the Year award.
It is amazing, and I know there's so many wonderful people here, and so many people do so many great things that do I feel like I deserve it? You know, not really, because there are so many other people, but by the same token, you know, I do. I feel appreciated, and I'm very glad that people understand that I really do care for my school and I really do work hard. So,
despite this honor, Kennedy will continue to do what he does best.
The criteria for Teacher of the Year that, you know, that people vote on, as far as, you know, I feel like my recycling, my tutoring, those type things helped. I do plan to continue that, but I always want to be a better teacher. So I certainly don't want to stop on anything that I may have done in any area that I'm in. I always want to find ways that I can improve, and sometimes things just change, and so, you know, you'll need to do something different to help the school in a different way, and I look forward to that. But no, I don't plan to rest on any laurels. I clearly am very happy to be working at school. It's a wonderful school. The kids are great, and I couldn't think of another place I'd rather be.
This has been Luke Amick for your Silver Screen Report.
Lori Seal has received the honor of Support Employee of the Year. Jacob Sprinkle shares the accolade.
This year's Support Person of the Year is Miss Lori Seal.
It was really a shock and such a big honor. Really, really was a big honor.
She has been up in the front now since Christmas. She's a joy to have up here in the front office. She's enthusiastic and everybody loves her, and she's just a real good asset to the front office.
Miss Seal's job is a very busy one.
To work in the front office, you have to enjoy multitasking. It's a very, very busy place in the school.
She is answering phones and handling the public and handling students and announcements, and any given day you just don't really know what you're going to be taking care of up there.
It's not just that she's helpful with her job, it's that she also goes above and beyond even what is expected of her. Having Miss Evans leave the front office was a big loss, but picking up Miss Seal is a great gain. So she's really stepped into that role really well and has really carried on the legacy of the smiling face that Miss Evans left behind.
We're just happy to have her up here in the front.
This has been Jacob Sprinkle for your Silver Screen Report.
Next Friday, Senior Board is sponsoring a Valentine's Day dance. Willa Tuggle has more.
The Valentine's Day dance is being held in the school's arena. Eliza McMahon gives more information.
Well, the Valentine's dance is February 8th, and it's just to raise money for senior class.
Students share what would bring more students to the dance.
We're going to tell people around the school what it is, and we've made posters, and I think we're going to make sure we really just make it exciting and sound fun, and we can use social media to do that too.
I kept talking about it, and if like everyone had a date or something.
Like give souvenirs out and just make it sound really exciting to be there.
Part of the excitement of school dances is the creativity of asking a date.
I don't know like specifically, but just an original idea.
I probably would say your face. I like that. Keep it short and sweet. Painted in mud on the side of my truck.
Although the Valentine's dance is not as formal as homecoming, appropriate dress is still required.
It's dressy as homecoming, but we're doing a no denim, kind of like casual dressy affair. So.
Students come up with the ideas for the senior class to make more money.
Like have your hat on all day and make it $1.
They could. I don't know, I'm sure somebody came up with the idea for a car wash or something like that. Well, I know at my old school, we used to do a lot of community events, such as maybe a race, a walk or something, to raise money, and bake sales, traditional stuff like that.
This has been Willa Tuggle with your Silver Screen Report.
Don't forget to order your yearbook. The deadline is February 15th. Go to jostensyearbook.org for more information. Students, always remember to lock your vehicles in the parking lot. Ticket sales for the Valentine's Day dance will start Monday and end next Friday. You must have a PBIS sticker to attend, and tickets are limited. Submit your short stories, poems, art, and lyrics to dflitmag@gmail.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Okay, for this week, kids. Okay, safe? What is safe? No, I just said safe. Sure. A verb meaning to seize or force or take possession without right. I need to do that again. Take 17.
Less emotional.
Good. That was the first one I've done without a struggle. The struggle does not exist. The limit does not exist. Was I looking at the camera? Was I smiling?
Do it again then.
Here's a look at the Dutch fork. I can't talk.